Hey guys, and welcome to day 28 of Lessons from My Mom's Camera, where I share my experience of rewatching. Well, actually, it's my first time to see all these videos of my mom that she recorded when she was still alive. She passed away in 2024 from lung cancer, and this is my way of making new memories with her. She would do these 77-day challenges, 88-day challenges. This is the first cycle. It's a 77-day challenge where she would show up every morning before breakfast, coffee, and checking her phone and get up and take a walk. And while she's doing that, she would share a quote for the day. This is day 28. Let's see what her message for us is today.
Good morning. Welcome to day 28, and our food for thought today is from the late Dr. Stephen Covey. Begin with the end in mind. Whatever it is that we want to accomplish, we have so much better chances of achieving that if we're very clear what we want to achieve in the first place. Picture this: if you were going from point A to point B and you weren't really clear where point B was, guess what you think would happen? Well, you might eventually get to point B, maybe. You might be meandering and get there. Or you might waste a lot of time, you might end up taking the wrong turns. Try that with the GPS. Try putting that into your smartphone. Say, I want to get just anywhere. I mean, whatever. Unless there's an actual destination called whatever, or anywhere, or nowhere, then your GPS is going to say, can't find the location. Artificial intelligence is sometimes smarter than human intelligence. Sometimes we kind of just meander. We're not really clear about where we're heading to. We wake up, our day kind of just, we go from one point to the other during our day, and then before we know it, it's evening and we haven't achieved anything because we weren't clear at the start of the day what we wanted to accomplish. And that can go for the week, for the month, for a year. And the unfortunate thing is it can even go for a life. There are some people, sad to say, who are not clear what they want to achieve in their lives. And gosh, that's so sad. I mean, yeah, it is sad, and I I know it's kind of funny, too early in the morning to get kind of weepy, but I was just thinking, personally, about 28 years ago, after I read a small book, which I've been trying to find, I can't find it anymore. It's called Nothing is Impossible. I read this book, and it asked a very tough question. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to accomplish in your life? And I know some people have said they wanted riches, they wanted to have whatever. I wasn't interested in that. What I wanted was to help in bringing out the best in people. I wanted to be truly able to say that, hey, I've helped so and so and so and so and so and so. I've helped them to get better. And so that's what my life's mission is. That's what I put on my business card. That's what I have in my head. That's what keeps me up late at night when I'm trying to help somebody halfway across the world. But that is my end in mind. That's my purpose. And some people tell me, but that's not going to make you any money. Maybe no, maybe yes, but it doesn't matter because that is my end in mind. That's what I want on my little urn at the end of to be. I won't be able to say what I won't be able to say when I'm gone, but I want other people to say, wow, she really helped to bring out the best in people, in us, in others. So what is your end in mind? What is your purpose? What gets you up in the morning? What keeps you up at night? Think about it. If you cannot answer that simple question, what is your end in mind? Then it's about time. It's never too late to start thinking, what is your end in mind? Because everything you do, you always need to have that front and center. You need to begin with the end in mind. And right now, my mini end in mind is to go up that hill and get a good track record and not run out of breath. I've been doing that for the last 27 days. Today is my 28th day in my 77-day challenge. So I will see you all tomorrow. And I am heading out for my walk. Good day, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I'm deliberately mixing it up. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay, that got me. Uh, how am I gonna do my 2-minute impromptu practice with that one? It's so fun, by the way. It's a what's that? It's a flex. It's a what do you call that? Humble flex, or I don't know what the kids nowadays call it, but when she would say, "Oh, this is my quote for the day," and it's from the late Stephen Covey, and I already have a feeling what she's gonna say, and I'm like, and she says, "Begin," and I'm like mouthing it with the end in mind, and oh, it's so nice. I take pride in it now to actually know where she's referencing all of this because of the rows and rows of books in our library growing up. I have read, I think, the three, well, safe to say the two versions of Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, and then the version with the teens. I should get a certification from that. I'll save money. But if anyone wants to sponsor me to get that certification, oh, throwing it out to the universe. But I know that book by heart. Grew up with it. Other books, in fact, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, Who Moved My Cheese, um, Everything We Need to Know We Learned in Kindergarten, Hope for the Flowers, everything, everything. Oh my gosh. What a legacy, Mom. What a gift to have left behind all these precious gems, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, everything. And then it's such a different experience as well to watch her from this point of view now that she's gone, and then to see her light up like that, and look at that with her, what is this, purple or a blue plaid shirt, and that smile, to be able to really see and hear the way she looks at life, the way she functions. Yes, I remember, like, whenever she would visit me in the Philippines, visit us in the Philippines, and she would stay with me, and she would be up almost at like every pocket of time on a call, on a Zoom, on a meeting, hosting mentorship programs, and I've just gotten so used to, I mean, we grew up with that, so it was just baseline. But to hear her say it, the drive, the fire, bringing out the best in people, yeah, that line, I grew up with that. I've always known that was her motto, but it was just something I read, or I mean, something I would always hear from her. And it lands so differently now that she's an angel. And just to see the fire in her eyes in all her videos, and to hear this message now on a Sunday, June 7th, 2026, 8 years later, it's a few days before my birthday, and I'm just feeling a little bit, you know, wobbly and kind of beating myself up for just still fumbling. I'm fumbling, but that's the thing. She said, begin with the end in mind, enter the destination in your GPS, spiritual or existential GPS. Somehow I have it. I know it. Sometimes I just feel like, am I getting closer to it? Or am I doing it? Is it happening? You know what the thing is? I feel like it is. I see it with the people around me, and how they sound and how they talk when they talk to me, how they show up, how hopefully I've inspired them in some way. Hopefully, and like me showing up in whatever little way. But maybe it's time also to, maybe apart from beginning with the end in mind, it's also important to see and appreciate how far you've come. I think that's where this doubt is coming from. It's not from, am I clear on my purpose or just what brings me joy? It's not like even just something profound about purpose, and no, it's just, it brings me joy. It brings me meaning. Like I said on yesterday's video, um, helping others is pretty self-serving for me. Makes me feel good. Um, so I think for me, beginning with the end in mind is on, to add to that, it's also always remember also to appreciate how far you've come, because you can have the destination set and you can be like trudging along. I don't like that word for this because I'm not trudging along. I'm enjoying the ebbs and flows. Interestingly enough, enjoying is a strong word, but yeah, let's go with it. Uh, but it's the moments where you take a pause. Oh, it's in my. I made it a wallpaper, but it said something like, "What if you just need to pause long enough to appreciate the progress that you've made?" Something like that. So I guess this moment right now when I'm doubtful is because I'm just so used to moving. I'm just so used to like productivity that this pause is such a divine invitation for me to take a moment and appreciate everything in my life right now. I guess that's my 2 minute impromptu because that's way more than 2 minutes and it's already 12 minutes in my timer right now. But I hope you guys have a great Sunday, June 7th, or whenever you come across this video. And my mom and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.